It's time. I bet you were expecting something amazing. And that's exactly what you're going to get. This episode, I have to build even more automated farms, as well as getting the shape of the island mapped out and ready to be filled in. And on top of all of that, I almost died, losing all the progress I have put in. What happens exactly? You're gonna have to stick around to find out. I spawned back into my world ready to take on the task of today, but as I'm sure you're all aware by now, this video is going to start by mining dirt. Yeah, it's my favorite thing to do. I swear by the end of this video, I will have spent 110 days in this Minecraft world, and at least 30 of them must have been spent mining dirt underground. So let's not waste any time and let's just jump straight into a quick little dirt montage. You know, we do one of these every video. You gotta know exactly what the grind is. And through the power of editing, now you don't have to watch 30 minutes of me just mining dirt. So next, I decide to climb up to the top of the, so far, what we've got for the floating island, and build up slightly more. So what I want to do is have 3 separate layers, which you'll see happen later, and then build out the shape. That is the main part for this video, but it takes a long time, and it's going to be a massive build. You'll see at the end just how big this thing is. I start by building up 20 blocks, 4 at a time, and then going back 1 every 4 that I go up, until we're 20 in the air. And at that point I decide to build a circle, again like I have done before, going all the way around the outside. The goal is to have multiple layers with glass leading into this sort of giant lake area that's going to house the reactor that holds the island up. It's going to look really cool when it's done, but that's a long way off, so don't expect it just yet. Everything that happened this session is kind of segmented. I would go from building part of the island to gathering resources for the upcoming cobblestone farm, which I'm going to tell you now. It's not in this video because I did it after the session was over. I AFK'd there, and oh my god, I have chests on chests on chests of cobblestone. It works so well, but we'll see a bit more on that later. So at the moment, as you can see, I'm just gathering resources for the cobblestone generator. There's a lot of different things that I need, and I have to make sure I have the exact number of everything so that I don't run out of resources while building. While I was gathering these resources, a little friend came to say hello. I forgot to put the grass block that stops mobs from coming down into my little hidey hole area, and this little zombie clad in gold came down to say hi. I did manage to kill him, and luckily he dropped some Protection 3, Unbreaking 3 gold leggings, which were going to be essential for later on when we have to go to the Nether. After getting that very useful equipment, I go back up to the top of the floating island to build the next layer up, which is going to be 3 layers up and then 1 back, up to a total of 30 above, so we're going to be at 50 above 0. After doing that on all 4 sides, I then have to build another circle to go around the top here. The plan is, like I said, to have like glass windows on each level, so we'll have 1 in the slums, 1 in the middle area, and then 1 up top, which is going to be the like higher class area for this island. When I was finished with that, I decided to build the length, width, and depth of everything for this island, so you can see me now building the length out the front. This is going to be the longest part of the island. You'll see more what it looks like when I'm finished, but this is just a quick speed up. And then go down to get more dirt so that I have enough to do all the other sides. It's going to speed through a lot of this. This is the next part. It's going to be sort of like a montage-y sort of thing, so it's just going to be all sped up over a bit of chill music. If you want to skip past that, go to around about 6 minutes. That's when we get back into the commentary. With each side done and the outline of the island finished now, I'm very happy with how this turned out. You'll be able to get a better look at it later when I jump down and show you, but it looks amazing. I am so happy with this, but I decided to work on something else up top just so I didn't forget. The idea I had was to have like this sort of small hill, mountainy sort of thing with a little cove through the middle. That would lead to like a small little well where you could overlook the rest of the world. I thought it'd be really cool, and that's just sort of what I'm building here. Like I said, this video is going to be a bit all over the place, so halfway through doing that, I decided, you know what, I need to go into the nether to get the things that I need. Obviously, I need observers and stuff like that to be able to build the cobblestone farm, so I needed to go into the nether. I wasn't feeling confident about this. In fact, the entire time I was there, I was absolutely terrified, because not only do I need quartz, I also need loads and loads of lava. I think I needed 18 buckets or something. And getting the lava was going to be the hard part. See, where I spawned in the nether, you can see a river of lava, or a lake of lava rather, and that's quite far down. I didn't want to go that way because I was nervous about getting knocked in, so I decided to mine into the side of one of the nearby cliffs. Luckily, after some time, I did come across some. I also came across some gravel, which was super helpful. We got a load of magma cubes as well. I think those magma cubes are going to look great in that middle reactor area, the thing that keeps the island up. When I finish the lake, it's going to look awesome in there. I managed to get the lava that I need, and then as soon as I do, I decide, that's it, I'm out. I don't want to die here. So I run back to the portal. Getting back to the portal, I notice there's a giant pig, and that's going to kill me if I get anywhere near it, so I managed to take it out with my bow. Finding out that apparently, my bow is quite strong at the moment, only taking 3 arrows to kill it. Before heading back, I decide to build a small enclosed box around the portal, because knowing my luck, a ghast will spawn, or I'll come through the portal and there'll be another one of those pigs there, and I will just get absolutely decimated. So I thought the best idea was to make it a bit safer going in and out of the portal. After getting back into the overworld, I now had everything I needed to start construction on the cobblestone farm, so I made the observers as well as all the other redstone bits and pieces that I would need, loaded them up in my inventory, and got to finding a good place to build this. I start out by building a 7x7 platform of dirt. This is where I'm going to place another 7x7 grid of chests, which is where all the cobblestone is going to get collected. After that, I then do the same thing but with hoppers, so that when the cobblestone is blown up by the TNT, they'll all go into the hoppers and then straight into the chests. Next, I need to place a half slab and make sure it is waterlogged, followed up by placing cobblestone in a very specific pattern on top of the hoppers. I then need to go around the entire build putting stone stairs down. This is what we're going to use to waterlog. And then to stop the water from flowing out, I just place dirt next to the stairs. Now it's the fun part. I just need to waterlog every single step around this entire build with water to make sure that they don't blow up when the TNT is going off. After that, I need to build the reservoir where the TNT is going to fall. That's why we had the waterlogged slab there. That's where the TNT is going to fall onto, blowing up all the cobblestone. After that, all that's left to do for this layer is place lava in each corner, which will make more cobblestone with the water when it's blown up. And then after that, it's basically just rinse and repeat for each level going up. I just need to place more steps, waterlog them, put in lava, and so on. And the next part is where I'll be building the TNT duplicator. Unfortunately for this, I was pausing non-stop trying to figure out what I was doing because I was following a guide. So if you want to see how this is made, I will link the video I followed down in the comments below. And there it is. Everything that had happened on this server up until this point just flashed before my eyes. Falling into this lava was so stupid. I use these trapdoors to knock mobs into holes so that I can farm them. How did I not realize that I couldn't crouch on them? I'm so dumb. Luckily, I managed to get out in time and we didn't die, but I did not need this. But with it all finished, it was just time to get rid of the temporary blocks before testing it, and I'll let you see how that went. That's right, it worked perfectly. This is going to be a major source of blocks for me when it comes to building a lot of the roads and buildings on the island. With that finished, I did some miscellaneous stuff like getting wood and planting some more trees. I'd need this to be able to get emeralds and everything. I wanted diamond armor before I went to fight the Ender Dragon, so I thought getting my villagers leveled up a bit would be a good idea. And like a bouncy ball in a room with 25 different walls, we are all over the place again. So I decided halfway through doing all the miscellaneous stuff that I would need to go forward to just finish the rest of the wireframe for the island, getting the bottom part going up to the top all filled in. While I was doing this, I had another run-in with what could have potentially been my death, losing over half my hearts. Luckily, I managed to heal up and get in the water, but I accidentally looked face first into an Enderman. You can see here, I swiftly took him out, quite proudly, might I say, hiding in the water like a little baby, but we still did it and I lived, and that's what's important. After finishing all the wireframes for the island, I decided to start filling in part of it with what little dirt I had left before finishing up. I was really proud with how this session went. I managed to get the entire island wireframed out, ready to start building some of the stuff on the top and maybe, on some of the further down levels going forward. And, I got the cobblestone farm working, really, which I'm really happy about. It worked out really nicely. Like I said, I AFK'd there and I now have chests on chests of cobblestone. If there's anything in particular that you think I should build in the next one, any farms or anything, please leave it down below. I'm always open to suggestions, but I hope you enjoyed the video and take a look at everything that I've done.